soccer fencing class. Ah! No worries, Your Majesty. It's just a scratch. My fault entirely. By the way, it was an admirable balestra, sire. Never saw it coming. I have a quandary for you, my liege. Last evening I was dining in a tavern with the Baron de Latte. As you well know, he is a mage of considerable talents. I had hoped to enter into a mutually beneficial treaty with him, but unfortunately, the Baron had other designs. He insulted me, and by proxy you, Your Majesty, by questioning the validity of your claims to the throne. Plus, he skipped out on the bill. A serious blow to the treasury, I'm afraid. One we can hardly afford at this moment. That man has a serious appetite. Anyway, according to the edicts of your ancestors, such impropriety must be punished with the confiscation of property. I'm afraid we must assemble the heroes, Your Majesty. Sire, you're right on time. Your heroes are ready to serve. At the usual costs, of course. You must have them destroy the Castle de Latte. No one skips out on paying their bills, or besmirching your reputation, Your Majesty. A new quest for you, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, a new building is complete. Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Where to journey next?
Your Highness, our research is complete. Your Highness, our research is complete. Your Highness, our research is complete.
Give me a hand.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Your Majesty,
Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services. Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services.
Happy to serve.
Your Highness, we've improved the guard tower. A new quest for you, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, the Baron's castle is surrounded by guard towers. He was preparing for something, that's for sure. Sire, our heroes have discovered a chest of gold hidden in the cellar of that tower. Oh, he's a tricky one, that Baron. Oh, I couldn't possibly pay my taxes. All my assets are tied up in land. I don't have any money. Where have I heard that before?
Handle it alone.
Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services.
Give me a hand.
Sovereign, a building has been upgraded. Sovereign, a building has been upgraded. Your Highness, our research is complete.
Where does duty call?
Your Majesty, a new building is complete. Sire, the Hall of Lords has been built.
Hold, Your Majesty.
That's it, Your Majesty. The last tower has fallen. The Baron's castle will be next. The quest is completed, sire. The quest is completed, sire. Do you smell that, Your Majesty? It smells like victory. The enemy has fallen. I believe if you look closely, you can see him running off into the distance. His subjects are overcome with happiness, sire. They're finally free of his petty tyranny. I've mobilized the tax collectors, Your Majesty. Happy subjects are generous subjects. Your Majesty, today responsibilities of the King. The protection of your borders. Borders are, well, borders. Every respectable state should have them. They say good borders make good neighbors. Well, their protection is the most important task of your day. That and good grooming. Years from now, Your Majesty, as students gather in the classroom discussing the great rulers of Ardania, one of the questions they'll undoubtedly ask is who best defended her borders. After today, with a bit of my unparalleled advice, your name shall be at the forefront of their discussions. 300 years ago, hordes of minotaurs roamed these very lands, laying them to waste. One of the great kings of Ardania began construction on a series of fortifications to protect his people. Before they were completed, the Minotaurs were beaten back by heroes drawn to the lands by the scent of adventure. And so, the fortifications were left half completed. But now, the Minotaurs have returned. Sire, you need to find the foundations of those guard towers and finish their construction. This will strengthen the borders and ensure the safety of your people. To reclaim the throne of Ardania, Your Majesty, you'll need their devotion and support. Your Majesty, our archives state that fortifications were started to the north of the palace, in a mountain gorge. I think we should search for the bases of the two unfinished towers there. The faster you find them and complete their construction, the better it will be for your kingdom. Your Majesty, a new building is complete. Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Care of it.
Your Majesty, perhaps it's time to collect the taxes.
I take the path less traveled.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Be gone!
Your Highness, our research is complete. Your Highness, our research is complete. Your Highness, our research is complete.
Knowledge and skill. That's not right.
Your Highness, we've improved the guard tower. Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
I'll try my best.
Your Highness, we've improved the guard tower.
Prepare to die.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete. Your Majesty, perhaps it's time to collect the taxes. Your Highness, our research is complete. Sovereign, a building has been upgraded. Sovereign, a building has been upgraded. Your Majesty, a new building is complete. Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services. Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services. Your Majesty, a new building is complete. Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services.
Journey next. Call.
a new building is complete. The quest is completed, sire. Your Majesty, the locals claim that hordes of minotaurs have been raiding their village. They say they'll lend a hand in the construction if you... A new quest for you, Your Majesty. Sire, I had no doubts about your mettle. Not in the slightest. To help mere peasants so unselfishly. That's how a true monarch should rule. But, as I remember, they're willing to help in the construction. I'll see to the arrangements, Your Majesty. This appears to be the place, sire. The laborers found an image of the crown carved into the stone. You could say, Your Majesty, that you are literally building upon the legacy of your ancestors. During construction, it is vitally important that no one destroys these foundations, be it accidentally or on purpose. Highness, we've improved the guard tower. Your Highness, our research is complete. Your Highness, our research is complete. A new building is complete. Your Majesty, the fortifications have been completed. Do you know what this means? Yes, of course, peace and safety for this land, but that's not the main thing. The towers symbolize your wisdom, power, and benevolence. I think the villagers have promised to name them after you. As long as they shall stand, you will be remembered.